This week's viewer question is, if someone is bleeding heavily, should they wash out their wound? And we have our experts here to help us
bleeding
answer
heavily.
this question.
What's the most important thing to do?
Direct pressure.
We're going to agree, stop the bleeding.
Stop the bleeding.
So
Don't wash the
direct pressure is
bleeding.
a great place to start. Direct pressure.
Put a big stack of gauze in your hand, put pressure directly on the wound, and don't stop. And if it's bleeding a lot, call 911. If they get there and they're not needed, they will not charge you. But if you wait until the bleeding has stopped, and all bleeding stops when it falls out, so if you wait till the bleeding has stopped, it may be too late.
When there's nothing left.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize you're not to say hygienics is not important, but somebody who is bleeding briskly, the main thing you want to do is save their life by not allowing them to bleed out so much that they can't support their cardiovascular system.
Right, and we were talking before during the break, if you have a little cut and you hold it underneath running water to clean it, fine. But if you have a significant laceration, there's a significant amount of blood, if you don't have gauze, a towel, rolled up shirt, something.
And so you don't have to have a sterile towel. You can grab your dish towel and pressure. Maybe people I don't think everyone realizes direct pressure stops bleeding. You are literally squeezing the blood flow out of that area of the tissue, allowing it to clot, because then it's not flowing so briskly. Just like a briskly flowing river doesn't freeze, very briskly flowing blood doesn't clot.
Real quick, what is the role for tourniquets? Is there a role at all? Like, if the bleeding's not stopping?
Absolutely. Tourniquets are the newest, I don't want to say the newest thing, but they're now accepted. Before, they were not something that was accepted because they felt if you put on a tourniquet, you'd lose the arm, that sort of thing. And we found that that's not true. If you have bleeding, you put pressure on, it continues to bleed, especially if the blood is like a bright red blood. That's call 911 for that one. That's an arterial bleed.
Right, if it's pulsing or something like that.
Right. You see it on television, it splurts up in the air. That's a dangerous bleed. Put that pressure on, dial 911, and a tourniquet is what probably the ambulance is going to put on it.
Put the tourniquet between the heart and the point of bleeding.
Right,
and you tighten it till the bleeding
high
stops.
up, they say as close to the injury as possible. And maybe high,
And that's all we have time for.
That's all we have time for.
So hopefully that will help our folks at home with pressure on the wound. If you have a question you'd like to ask us on Health Talk, please contact Vicki and me at healthtalk@overhealth.org.